morning, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. Just heading out to the wells this morning. We had to sell oil yesterday, so yesterday was oil sales. That's how I get paid. So I am in charge of selling the oil, getting the oil out to market, and that's how, you know, I don't get paid if I don't do that. So that was kind of an important day. We're going to go check tanks today and make sure that happens correctly. Then I can hopefully put in for payment on Monday. So that's kind of how that goes. And we'll go up to the federal lease. Got to get a federal lease running. We don't run it all the time, only sometimes. And there's some interesting things about running that lease. So we'll get into that a little bit when we get up there. So, alrighty, folks. And another thing on that lease is that I've done a video on it before. I'm not giving out any more location names on these federal leases. The sheeps I'm not too worried about because I challenge anybody to find it. It's pretty hard to find, but on that federal lease we have that Arrow, that old Arrow, well, it's not really old, that two-stroke hit and miss motor that runs that off the natural gas. I've done a video on it in the past, but we'll get a little bit more in depth about that. It's really interesting. That's a C46 Arrow two-stroke motor running that. Some people call it a hit and miss motor, but it should be interesting. So, alrighty, folks, let's get after it here. Anthony Teco had a comment here. I think it was yesterday about pay, or what's the difference in pay. And I think I replied to you, Anthony. And you know, one thing I'd like to add to that is we do contract pumping, so we're subcontracted, obviously, and typically we'll do a single oil well for $1,200 to $1,500 a month, depending on the well. So it's not a whole lot every day, right? But it doesn't require a whole lot of time every day. So the idea is to get multiple wells. Right now we don't have enough. I'd like to pick up about 3 or 4 more. Then it would actually it would pay for a guy to be full-time on it. That's why, well, hence I'm doing it myself. But so that's kind of what it is for us. You know, that's about how much money we make. But you know, here again, I'm out here you know, an hour or 2 a day, and sometimes I could miss a day or 2, you know, here or there. So it's mailbox money. You know, I like mailbox money. Checks just kind of show up every month, and it helps out. So I hope that cleared that up a little bit. That's what we make on contract pumping. An employee pumper is probably going to make, you know, $70,000-$75,000 a year, depending on the company and how many wells he's running, all the way up to $100K, you know. And if you're working for a major producer, your benefits are so good that you know, it really adds up. So hopefully I cleared that up for you, Anthony. Just kind of the money side of being a lease operator. So tank 131, 9 feet, 9 foot. 180 barrels of oil in that tank. That ain't right. Somebody screwed up. Okay, so we sold 240 barrels of oil yesterday. We were supposed to sell twice that. We were supposed to have a split load, but apparently not. So yeah, I don't know, I haven't looked at the spot market this morning, but you know, somewhere around 13,000. So I was supposed to double that. I was supposed to get 2 loads out. So there you go. At least we got some money yesterday. So Monday should be good for us. So, all right, we're on to the next one. Alrighty, folks, we are way back here on this. So this is our one of a handful of federal leases that we run, and this is a pump jack. We don't run this all the time. This is has the Arrow C65 in it, and right now it's running. I started it yesterday, and I'll show you around in there what it's like when it's running. It's an old Arrow C65 two-stroke. Some people call it a hit and miss motor. It's got a big wheel on it that you use a pony motor to get started and everything. And we'll take you back there and show it. But so that's this motor here. This is our federal lease. And a lot of you are probably asking yourself, is there any issues with running the federal lease right now? And yes, there's been some changes. So in the last couple weeks, there was a pallet. We had a pallet of stuff sitting over here. This is on location. It's all fenced in, and the pallet sat there for years. Ever since I've ever known these people and these wells, probably 5 years that pallet sat there. It was nice and neat, covered up. Well, a couple weeks ago, feds came in and said, we're going to fine you for having that pallet there. And we've seen them driving around here looking for more things to fine us for, so I guess that's your answer. I don't know what to say about that, but I can say that's happening. All right, let me show you this thing. Do have a propane tank here, so if we have a issue with the natural gas coming out of the treater that runs the motor, we can switch over to propane. There's the big long belt that goes to the gearbox. So you got a big shiv. I can't remember, it's been 7 years since I did put these together, but I can't remember the size of that shiv up there. The huge long belt. There's one here, you can see we always keep a spare. You got this pony motor, spins that giant steel wheel, right? That keeps the momentum going, that wheel. Gets that Arrow two-stroke running. Then you got a brake for the pump jack unit and a clutch to engage the shiv and the belt drive. And here's your fuel, your LNG line coming off the well that feeds the motor. And there's that classic sound of a hit and miss two-stroke Ajax or Arrow. They all sound the same. Go. We'll come over and we shut the gas off, right? And let it run itself out. And that's it. This is the clutch here. Like I said, we waited till the weights got down to the bottom. Come over here, kick the clutch out. And there's really no need to set the brake. This is the brake on the pump jack. We're just gonna let her sit with the weights at the bottom. So next week, we'll kick the gas on and get our pony motor going and show you how to start it. Oh. So there you go, folks. I've always wanted to show you a little bit more about that. Next week, when we come back in here and fire it up, I'll make a video on how you get these started. It's real simple. But, all right, I got to get to work and gauge tanks and do my paperwork. Y'all be blessed. We'll see you soon.